Alrighty, so here we are in the Elite Four room. So let's take on the next Oh, I forgot to heal. This could be a problem. Oh yeah, I should also mention you should probably heal between battles, and I completely forgot. Quite the adorable trainer, but you've also got a spine. I'm Bertha. I have a preference for ground-type Pokemon. Would you show this old lady how much you've learned? Alright, so here's the next battle, which is going to be a little bit tougher because I completely forgot to heal. Hopefully I don't have to re-record this. Hopefully this is the final run. Well, you'll know this is if this is the final run because, well, obviously you're seeing it. Alright, Quagsire is first up. Quagsire can be a bit of a pain. Mainly his only weakness is to grass types. But if we do this right, I may actually just attack first thing. I mean, maybe faster. And just get off an attack. He's going to kill me pretty much instantaneously with Earthquake. And I'm actually totally okay with that. Hold on now. Dusk completely toughed that out so I wouldn't feel sad. That's totally cool, bud. But, like, also, maybe you shouldn't have. You probably should just... Well, I guess that gets us an extra chance to just attack here. We could... I mean... I will go ahead and use close combat again. I might as well. It's going to do the most damage. I mean, it just does a lot. It's not really helpful in this situation. Now, maybe Dusk here holds out again. I've had this happen before where he'll be on 1 health and he'll actually tough it out so you won't feel sad again. And he'll just basically not lose any health, which is actually kind of hilarious. I've had that happen once before. I actually was on a previous recording of that exact fight right there, Dusk versus Quagsire. And the problem we run into at this point is, alright, he's going to be effective against Luxray because he's not weak to electric types. I can't use my water type move. Dragon Claw does basically nothing. Earthquake doesn't really do anything either. So I have to be kind of careful. Steel types are weak to ground. I don't think Mr. Mime is weak to ground type at all, but yeah, 3 of our Pokemon here are completely weak to these type moves. So I need to be a bit careful in picking who I want to kind of stack some things on right now. Someone who can take the hits from Quagsire and really be just fine. Someone who can handle an Earthquake. And I think Absol might be the one to go with in this battle. And then we just kind of, once we spam all of our EVs, we just kind of spam Night Slash because he'll get crits anyway. And so hopefully that will help us out just enough to get through this fight. Let's try it and see. Hopefully I don't end up having to go back to the drawing board here. But Absol is at full health, and so because Earthquake is a physical attacking move, let's start with X defense, because I've got a feeling Quagsire is going to want to start with that move. I think he's just going to kind of try to spam, that move as many times as he can. Alright, so that did a little bit, not a lot. I'm totally cool with him healing as well. I'm not too worried about that. He won't heal that much. We should be able to get 2 of these off and then heal. And I probably won't worry about healing Dusk until after this battle's over, because he's going to be basically of no help to us at the moment. Okay, he knows Toxic, which is not great. I think Absol was more susceptible to poison than any other Pokemon, which could be a problem, but we'll see. We'll see how much health he loses here. Okay, actually not a lot. And this gives us one more chance to kind of spam one more defense item. And we actually ended up not using another special defense last time. I don't remember why though. Maybe I just completely forgot. I was going to use Recover. That's another problem that we might have. But hopefully, if we spam these things here, hopefully, my hope is that we'll be able to... Alright, after this, I definitely think we should heal. Because if not, we could be in a little bit of trouble with an Earthquake. Any of those attacks could be quite damaging. Surf, Hopefully it doesn't do too much. Okay, that won't be enough to kill again. Poison, though, might drop us down to quite low. Okay, yes. I will definitely be healing this next turn. Let's see. We don't actually have enough with a was it a hyper potion to fully restore our health, but it's like 2 points. But maybe I want to get rid of the poison and use another full restore. A lot of Pokemon, for some reason, in the Elite Four, they love to use this, like the poison effect, which can be quite a pain, actually. So yeah, I do want to cure him with the poison, because I think that would just be better off doing that. He's going to use Surf again. It's not going to do a whole lot again. Yeah, barely even, maybe somewhere in between like an eighth and a quarter of our health. So yeah, we're still fine there. Special defense, we've still only used 1, actually. Which, I think Surf is actually a non-physical move. It's like a special move, so this should actually lower the damage we take. I was going to use Toxic again, but I guess it's kind of making him waste a turn, in a sense, and not attack us, and instead just use Poison. By healing the Poison every time we want to heal, which is not bad. Alright, last special defense, and then I'll start with the attacks. And I may not even use the speed EV here, or the speed X items, not EVs. But I probably won't even use it at all, to be honest. That does basically nothing. All we're doing in these battles is just basically creating a massive tank to just plow through our enemies. And I mentioned this in the beginning of the last episode, but my goal with this and doing this strategy is to show you that you can take on the Elite Four as long as your Pokemon are high level enough with basically your favorite Pokemon. Whatever Pokemon that you want to use, there's no reason to go out and try to follow a guide or anything like that and try to have to go out and search for the Pokemon that they say is the best for these battles and things like that. If you don't want to, you can just use the Pokemon that you enjoy using, and it will work very well. Alright, Poison's going to do a lot, so we can't take another hit here, so another heal is in store, but maybe we just use a max potion and let the poison stay, or we'll use a hyper potion and we'll let the poison stay. I think that's probably our best move here. Just because I don't want to have to I don't want to have to use those if I don't want to. He's going to use Earthquake again, which is fine. And we'll get poisoned again, but will allow us to get off an attack as well. I will say these battles, oh gosh, that did a lot. Holy crap. We have to be a little bit careful with that. Let's see. Yeah, so we need to get all these down to 9, except for special defense, because it will just go to 10. And I may have not even needed to use attack here. I may have been wasting time because I'm pretty much just going to exclusively use Night Slash. Alright, this won't kill, but it could, take out a lot of health. Actually, I think Poison does more damage the more you let it sit on the Pokemon. I was hoping that maybe it would be able to expel the Poison, but it looks like we're using another full restore. I think if we kind of alternate these, we should be fine. Between the curing of the poison and not curing, we should be okay, I think. And he's going to continue to spam Earthquake, and it's going to continuously do practically nothing. And let's see, Night Slash is a physical attacking move, and that's probably the only move I'm going to end up using. Just because of its high crit chance, plus our already stacked crit on Absol as a base, and then also the item we have on Absol basically guarantees a crit with that move every single time. So I may just end up using X attack. I may not even worry about X speeds here. So sometimes you can kind of change your strategy depending on how the battle is going. And that's definitely what I would recommend. Depending on how the battle you're fighting in is going, changing up your strategy a little bit as you go. Alright, we can't use another one of those. And I think now is the time we start to use our Night Slash. And we could even use Shadow Ball as well. Yeah, it's an instant KO just because it's a crit and we have such a boosted attack. So even though that move is not even effective at all, and normally probably would only do about half of his health, Absol takes him down in one go. And so, ooh, Perish Song. Ooh, that actually could be something that would have been useful. So any Pokemon that hears this song fades in 3 turns unless it is switched out of battle, which could force one of these gym leaders to like swap out a Pokemon if we're like in a sticky situation. But I do like the Fire Blast, Blizzard, Shadow Ball thing that we've got going here, just in case we like absolutely need it or something. So I will give up on learning that. But that is a pretty interesting move set that I didn't know Absol could learn, or a move, not move set, but like a move that he could learn. All right, and Sudowoodo is coming in, and we're once again just going to Night Slash. I think we're probably faster regardless. Yeah, just instant KOs all across the board, crits. I think we're going to land probably a crit every single attack here. I think we have a lower chance of not hitting a crit at this point than we do actually hitting a crit. Wishcash is basically the exact same as Quagsire from earlier, both a water ground type, which means its only weakness is grass. So if you don't have a grass type coming into this fight, this can typically be tricky. This is actually the fight that I died on. The only other time I tried to record this, and then in my tests I got to this a couple times, or I only really made it through the first battle the first couple times, which is kind of strange actually, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Now he sends out Golem, and we're once again gonna use Night Slash. And it should be an oh, that's right. Golem has sturdy. So he endures the hit. Heavy slam. Could be a problem. Okay, not really at all. Alright, we should be fine. Abs. Okay, he's going to use another full restore. Oh, that means sturdy is going to hit again, which is a pain. I may actually end up healing here at some point. Yeah. Please don't use another one of those. Sturdy is a pain. Oh, that's right. It used a healing item, so Golem actually... Oh my gosh. Can you not, though? Like, how many of these things do you have? That should have been the last one. As long as she keeps using that, it doesn't really matter. We're going to just take him down to 1 health. He's going to hit sturdy, but he's not going to be allowed to move. The only problem is we're using up, like, all of our Night Slashes. So maybe switch over to Shadow Ball here. Make sure we don't get rid of that one move. Though this could be a... At least for that hit, at least, I would say. Because that might be a a special attack, which means its attack actually wasn't boosted at all. But now Hippowdon is the last Pokemon that she has. This is her final Pokemon. And we should, hopefully, Sandstream is going to come out, which could cause an issue. But hopefully we are fine. Because we should just be able to, well... Ooh, if we hit a Blizzard here, that should KO instantly. It would just mean we actually have to hit it. It only has 70 accuracy. We'll try it, and wow, it actually hit. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have done that, actually. Earthquake. Not going to do a lot. I should be able to just, yeah, let me just use Night Slash. Sandstorm's going to hit for just a little, not enough to worry. And we'll use Night Slash here, and there we go. That should be it. Yes, a crit, and it has a higher attack than all my other moves. And Absol, I think, went up 2 whole levels that fight, because we just left him in the whole time, and he just racked up kills. Garchomp also leveled up, which isn't bad, and Elite Four Bertha is down. Well, dear child, I must say that was most impressive. Your Pokemon believed in you and did their best to earn you the win. Even though I've lost, I find myself this silly grin. And we got quite a lot of Poké Dollars for winning. You're quite something, youngster. I like how you and your Pokemon earned this win by working as one. That's what makes you so strong. I think you can go as far as you want. And alright, so let's very quickly head inside of here and do the one thing I meant to do at the end of the last battle, and that is heal up my Pokemon. And I think for this next fight, what makes the most sense to me, at least, I'm not sure, I may have to think about it just a little bit, because the next fight is actually someone we've seen before. remember back in Sunny Shore City, we met, I believe his name is Felix. He is the next Elite Four member, and he is a fire type Pokemon trainer, which means he uses fire types, though he actually only has one fire type Pokemon, I believe, which is kind of ironic, and it's actually the same one that we have, Infernape. So I was debating on whether to use Infernape here and maybe end up using his whatever attack it is that we have. That's like an air type move or whatever. What is it? Aerial Ace. It never misses, so we'd be fine there. And basically just boosting his stats instead, because he doesn't really have a Pokemon that can hurt us, I don't think. His Steelix might be a problem. It just kind of depends on who he starts with, though I'm not sure. But I think that's probably who we'll end up using for this next battle. I also thought about using Garchomp because of the ground type move, Earthquake, but that may cause issues. I'm not sure. I don't know. Actually, you know what? I will use Garchomp because I feel like that might be better. And then if we somehow, I think this fight for us at least will probably end up being the easiest because no one on our team is weak to pretty much any of the typings that Felix or whatever his name is has, and so we should be fine. So let's go ahead and head on through this door. I spent too much time talking about this, and we'll move on to the next Pokemon trainer, or the next Elite Four member. They're not just any sort of trainer, they're an Elite Four member. You give them the respect they deserve. English is hard.